got Ben Affleck as the world's most badass accountant out there. You know, everybody thinks sitting in a room, you playing with a calculator, got your little pocket protector in there, you looking like a nerd. Don't tell Ben Affleck that. Whoop your ass, pull a Batman on you. And that's the cool thing about this right here.
What's tax deductible?
Ben Affleck in this movie, he plays Christopher Wolf. Now here's the thing, you know,
Christian Wolf.
Christian Wolf. I'm sorry, he's the wolf of God. This man right here, send you to your maker. This boy right here. See, this is the thing. Y'all hire an accountant, you know, he'll help you with your taxes a little bit. You know, he'll smudge some numbers for you, and you know, maybe the corporation will come in and get the numbers straight. But what about those people, you know, who need an accountant, not just to go out there and, you know, do the numbers for them, but to, you know, maybe kill a person or two. You know too much. Normally we kill our accountants, but you can do the job for us. It's all one-stop shopping right there with him. And here's the thing: he does his job, and you know he works with terrorists, the mob, and everybody's happy. You know, like they on Yelp, he's got a 4-star rating, but there's always one company out there, man. Always one company that says, "Oh, I don't care what people say. You really do know too much, and we got to get rid of you and everybody that you come in contact with." And here's the thing about him: he's autistic, so he really doesn't have feelings for people. But you know how it is. He starts spending time with some folks. He starts getting a little close to them. So when they start messing with these people around him and people that he starts to care about, he ain't just crunching numbers no more. Now he's crunching some bones on some people. Worked on that all day.
Keep on working.
Hey,
that was
man.
A valiant effort.
Thank you, man. How can I get better if you don't inspire me and help me, Martin?
I'm trying to help you.
Y'all thought math was boring right here. I ain't good at numbers, but this guy's an inspiration right here. And here's the thing about it. When I saw the trailer for this, I said to myself, you know, I said this is Batman. This is Batman with Asperger's.
Sure.
I was joking. This shit really is Batman with Asperger's. It is Batman with autism. This is the dude where he goes out and he's doing all the cool shit that Batman does, except he just pulls out a calculator every now and then. He doesn't have a costume. He's really, if you think about it, he's a cross between Batman and Rain Man.
I would say more the Punisher than Batman. You're seeing Batman because he just played Batman. But considering the arsenal he has and the way he is being a killer, he's more the Punisher and Rain Man.
Not Batman.
Okay.
Batman. Sure. He's gonna be Batman. This was just a warm up right here. That's why he took this movie. You know, this is practice. And it's being that it. Well, you know what, Martin? Here's one thing we can agree on with this. It is sort of a superhero movie.
Sort of.
It is. It is. It's a weird mix. So y'all think y'all going to see some dramatic thriller?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I thought I was going to see some espionage. You know, I thought I was going to see something like sort of like a better Bourne. You know, Bourne Identity.
I would go so far as to say I thought it was going to be like a dramatic thriller where he was a bad guy. I was like looking forward to him playing a villain.
Yeah.
Only to see this and go like, oh. He's an action hero.
No, he really is.
John Wick with W2 forms.
Yeah, he really is. It's a weird mix, man. It's a really weird mix that they're doing because what they're trying to do is they're trying to combine the seriousness of a thriller, of an adult thriller, and putting in these superhero elements. Like during the day, like he'll do your taxes for you, but at night he dresses like Trayvon Martin and beats up the mob. You know, he comes in, he helps you out with your bookkeeping, and at the same time he'll help you when assassins come in and try to kill you. You know, like if you're one of his favorite customers, all of a sudden, you know, he's there sniping people at your farm. You know, it's some weird shit going on with this. It's that really is him. And is it ridiculous as it sounds? Well, not at first, because they get good actors to come in and deliver these lines. J.K. Simmons, one of my favorite actors out there right now. A lot of people love J.K. Simmons. And when J.K. Simmons starts to set up the story for you and the plot and some of these characters, you're like, hey, all right, I see what you're saying. There are some actors in here that do a great job. Yeah. You know, they do a decent job.
And these are actors with gravitas.
Yeah,
so when they say things, you buy it.
It's a studio film that they make with the best actors that they can get. And when they do that, you kind of buy it at first. You're like, okay, I can kind of see that. And then 5 minutes later, when you outside the room, you're like,
Like,
wait a minute, what the fuck? You know, this is some Daredevil shit they got going on. Because Daredevil, look, he's a lawyer by day and he goes on kick ass at night, but he's got a cool superhero costume. It's in the Marvel universe.
Where's all black?
Where's all black? You know, it's already an exaggerated universe. This shit is like Marvel without the Marvel, you know, and more autism in it. I mean, this is.
I mean, to the point where it even has the Punisher in it.
It even had Jon Bernthal in it. Yeah, the Punisher makes an appearance in here, man. Look at it. He don't even know what show he's in right now.
You got Batman, the Punisher, and Commissioner Gordon all in one
movie.
And Amanda Waller.
Wait a minute.
She's Amanda Waller on Arrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That chick that we just.
Yeah.
Oh my God, these motherfuckers, they on set. They doing another movie. They doing other shows.
This is that DC Marvel crossover?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know, Jon Bernthal don't even say his name. He thinks he's the Punisher right now.
And Ben Affleck can go back and forth between Daredevil and Batman.
You know, this shit is crazy, man. And the other thing about it is that when you watch this, it's scattered subplots. There's so many crazy things that are happening in here that they introduce things that they follow through with later in the movie, but it makes no sense to me. And I'm gonna hear what these guys say. Or they introduce characters that don't really have anything. Like they make a big deal out of them when they introduce them, and then later in the movie, they're not really doing that much. That's Cynthia. What is that? Adai Robinson. She's the one that plays Amanda Waller.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She plays a young agent who comes in, and they give her this big introduction and backstory, and they don't come back to that shit for nothing.
I know. By the time it came back to them, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they were in this.
She even looking confused. She's like, why y'all wasting all this time on me? In the movie, it gets so convoluted, to me, in my opinion, it gets so convoluted that there's a point where J.K. Simmons, he just sits on the couch and sits back and says, man, I'm tired of this shit. He just starts revealing everything. He starts just saying, okay, you know, he just starts doing a whole lot of exposition. He even says, man, I'm old. I ain't got time for this bullshit. And, you know, it's for a movie of this type where, again, you have so much potential there where, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's bad because you have an assassin or a guy who works the underworld of crime who does taxes at a strip mall by day, you know, and then he goes and works for world corrupt organizations, terrorists and mob bosses, and you know, doing that by night. I'm not saying that can't be possible. I just think that the setup for this is really misdirected. If they pulled a lot of the superhero elements out and kind of made it to where this guy, because that's another thing with this. In the film, they get so superhero with it that you know how movies, this is something that's getting cliched too right now, where when you need to go get some training, you need to learn martial arts, and you need to learn how to beat up people, what do? You go to Asia and learn it from an Asian dude.
Yeah.
And that's
the way Batman did it.
And that's the way they did it here. That's why I said it's a straight up Batman. You know, they even do that cliche of going to some Asian dude out in the middle of the woods somewhere, teaching them how to fight when he was a young kid. See, things like that, I'm like, wow, that is really comic bookish for a movie that has a comic book feel. Fine. For this, I felt like maybe this should have been about a guy his autism was. It's not like Dexter. Like his autism made him dangerous. Like all he could do is lash out and fight people.
Well, the reason you feel that way is because that's how the trailer sold it. Because that's exactly what I thought I was getting into, and I was prepared for it. And and just the slow breakdown of like, oh, that's not what this is at all. I got to completely shift gears on how I look at this.
I can kind of accept the silliness of it, but there's some things that they dropped the ball on. I think that this is a film where they absolutely waste Anna Kendrick.
I was about to ask you about her because the way the trailer showed it made it look like Sandra Bullock in Speed.
Yeah, I mean she oh man.
If only.
Oh wow.
Sandra Bullock had a lot more personality.
I put it this way: Anna Kendrick is not an annoying actress, but this is an annoying character.
Like even when she wasn't talking, like just looking at her in the background.
Oh yeah, that is
like, Jesus.
That is the goofiest I've seen Anna Kendrick. Oh, are you talking about that scene where like a part where right there? Huh?
Yeah.
How come not talking? Huh? Am I annoying you? Is this bothering you? I mean, it's annoying, and the biggest annoying thing about it is that is their chemistry. For most of the movie, that is their chemistry. So when it gets to this part where she's just supposed to fill this space of being a love interest, that comes out of nowhere. It's almost like, oh, so y'all just spent 12 hours together, so you got to get together. You know, it's more of an obligation for for a tired subplot than it is actually feeling like it's real.
Okay.
I don't know if you felt that or not.
I did. I just didn't know how you were gonna come in on this movie because I was kind of like, well, I mean, it's entertaining. I didn't think it was terrible, and I liked it certainly better than the last Bourne movie or some of those.
Yeah.
It holds up better than that, but it's a movie I like as opposed to the movie I thought I was gonna love. That I was like, man, I was like already like, I'm gonna go ahead and pencil you in on my top 10 of the year, and I'm like, oh, hold on, hand me that eraser right there, real quick.
This movie just suffers from being just ridiculous and not being lean. If they just lean some stuff just trim this movie to pull some characters back and have them serve the purpose that they're there for. All right, you know what? Pull back on these characters. They're looking for this guy. Develop this other chick right here. So she's more of a personality, a real person. The movie's out of balance too.
It's way out of balance.
Yeah. And I will tell you that what makes it cool. Well, they got some good action scenes in here. But here's the thing about that. Now it's debatable with some people on what they feel about Ben Affleck in this film. Some people are saying that he's doing more acting by doing less. And for me, when I saw this, I was like, man, this is the easiest job he's ever had because he ain't doing no acting. For him, acting is just spacing out. Always looking like his mind is on something else. Even when he's beating up on people, it looks like he's not even interested. He got this same look on his face like this. It's almost like having sex with somebody that's not interested. It's like if he was beating my ass, it'd be like, are you into this man or not?
But I mean that does go back to him having Asperger's like he does. Like it sells that. But there are moments when I feel like he should be selling it and he's not. But he's not because he is doing more than making eye contact and the things that aren't very Aspergery. But at the same time, I know a guy he's a good looking dude. Yeah. He's had wife and family.
He kills people.
And he's funny, but I can tell he has a little bit of Asperger's because he's not good about making eye contact.
Ain't nobody made no movie about him.
Sure they just did.
Brother, I'm just saying, look, if you're gonna do something, quit like you on cold medicine doing this shit, I mean, that frame, for those who are looking, that frame of Ben Affleck right there, that's his expression through the whole film. It's a good thing that the fight scenes are kind of cool.
Man, you say that's all his, but you're discounting his signature move.
Oh, and you know what he did after that? He said, spacing out. That was about the most acting he did. Spit on the tip of his fingers, like he's about to jack off. And he's still like that when he's doing
it. Once he does that, so he's about to die.
And even when he's jerking off,
he's about to eat his eggs.
Yeah, I jerk off, looking like this. We're doing the weirdest look.
I came.
Yeah. But the action is kind of cool, regardless of his expressions. FedEx, bitch!
Amazon getting aggressive.
Damn. No, that's that. You know what? You're right. The saving grace of this movie is that the action is badass. You can see it. It hurts. Even people around have real reactions to getting hurt or almost shot.
Oh yeah, and it's funny because there's two places, because of movies like this, there's two places in the house I do not want to get my ass kicked: the kitchen and the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
It's nothing but weapons in there.
Ain't nothing but weapons in both of them. I mean, he used a sink as a weapon, man. Yeah, but the biggest thing with this is the ending. How you look at this, and there are going to be some people who look at this, and there are going to be some characters, because I'm looking at what we're talking about Jon Bernthal in this. Jon Bernthal, he's his usual badass self. For those of us who seen him in The Punisher, we just kind of like seen this. He's just a not as angry Punisher.
He started out jovial, but he became the Punisher by the end.
By the end, yeah. Some people be like, hey, I don't watch The Punisher. This dude is badass. But the ending of this movie is going to decide how you feel about this, because you either going to look at the ending of this movie and you're going to be like, well, you know what? you stayed stupid through the whole thing. You did it with a straight face. You didn't laugh. You didn't smile.
There is something to be said for that.
This movie is stupid as fuck, and they play it straight through the whole thing. You got to give it to them.
Well, also, I mean, I look at it the way you talked about John Wick, where it's within its own universe. And that ending, when I was like, okay, if I apply that same rules to it, that it's within its own small universe, this doesn't sound so astronomically impossible.
And see, I'm not that dude who said, man, you know what? You should have grinned or something through this whole thing because this is a joke. I mean, what you just gave me at the end right here, I'm not that guy like, hey, man, you held it. Good for you. No, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I've sat through this the whole time, and this ridiculous shit is how you land the stick.
Dude, that one scene when he was in the bathroom just staring at her while he's being choked out made me mad.
I told you, this guy's fighting.
You're like, you're not even struggling. Like, no, like, oh, you just, I'll be out of this in a second. All right, bye,
I'm like,
buddy.
come on, man. I know this is your character, but give me a little acting. Yeah. Justify your check. I'm not saying I hate the movie. The ending, I was just like, no, this ending's kind of a fuck you, man, for me. But I got to tell you, the movie is not devoid of any entertainment. There's some people who are going to love how preposterous this movie is, and that's fine.
Yeah, we were an audience full of people.
Yeah, and I'm not going to blame you for that. Hey, look, if you want to be stupid to the whole thing, you know it, and you're going to stick to that, that's fine. That's fine. You want to show your ass? That's fine with me. I don't care. You know, you proud of it? Fine, go ahead. I do believe that the movie, as silly as it is, a lot of things in here that we see, a lot of people are not going to care. They're going to see, all right, I got action. I got, the tip. For us, what is like cliche storylines, people are going to be like, there was a woman behind me the whole time talking her ass off. In fact, you might have heard us.
Man, the audience for this movie, they're one of the worst.
It was the worst.
People talking. There's one dude, that homeless dude that dresses up in superhero costumes every show. I don't know what he brought in to eat, but through half the movie, he was rattling papers. Like there was like 2 or 3 times that Lori turned around and said, "Stop rattling the papers. Just eat it already." Yeah. She told us, like, please, would you please stop rattling the paper? Sorry.
Oh my God, man.
And he'd go right back to it.
You know what? At least he tried to be polite. I told these 2 women at the beginning of the movie, they just started talking. I knew, and I was polite as fuck to them. I said, I'm sorry, could you just do me a favor? I don't mean to bother y'all. Could y'all just keep it down just a little bit? And, got to the point where they stopped for a little while, but then they
start back up
They
again.
started talking. 2 women in there, 2 fucking spinsters. They ain't got no boyfriends or husbands, and they ain't sitting up there, and it was funny. They were like a comedy duo. It was like the annoying bitch ass Lord and Hardy. Like one was this real skinny chick, and this other was this big round chick, and they just sitting back there the whole time. Oh, did you see that part? Oh, I know what's happening right here. Oh, she gonna fall in love with him. I mean, just talking and being.
Oh, I hate those people.
Being proud that they predicting everything in the movie, and then the chick went to the bathroom. And she missed about 3 minutes of the movie. She came back, what I missed. Oh, well, and I'm serious about this. I'm not exaggerating. Oh, well, what happened was after you left, he went in and we found out that these 2 guys were working against him that he didn't know. And then they revealed that this guy was this guy. And this went on for like 40 seconds. And I turned around and I just lost it. I said, you know what? I asked you nice before. I'm asking right now, can y'all just shut the fuck up? I said, is that hard to really shut the fuck up? And I shouldn't have done it because at that point, everybody just rolled out because the girl was just like, loud too, bitch made talking to 2 girls like that, and I wanted to turn around and say, I'm talking to bitches. That's why. But me, when I started to get on me, like, sit your ass down.
Boy, you don't.
She says, stop. She squeezed my hand like a little boy. Don't you better sit down. And you know what? Those women, they were the ones who were predicting everything in the movie that everybody already knows. They were so proud of themselves. Those people were like this kind of film. But for me, it's a rental. I've seen it, and you know what? And I was hoping. And here's a funny thing about it. It's one of those movies where I've seen everything, but then you introduce something new, and I'm like, oh, but the stuff you introduced that was new, that's just dumb as fuck. So it's a rental. Not bad. I've seen worse, but hey, there you go.
You are right. I left.
Yo, those words are hard to say.
Yeah. No, it's not hard to say you're right. It's just that I left feeling, I guess, more positive about it than you. Like for me, it's a low matinee, but man, it challenges you. It's challenging that. It's just that the things I liked about it, the action stuff, I thought was done really well, better than I can't remember the last action movie I saw that where the action affected me as well as this did, just the fight scenes and all. And there's so much potential in it. Like you could cherry pick parts to make that good movie that you want to see. Like, because apparently this is from a script that's been bouncing around for years. Like,
I guarantee it was a better script.
It's on the list of best unmade scripts.
Oh, the blacklist.
The blacklist. That's it. Yeah. It was on the blacklist. And you could just see it in there. But then they just crammed all this extra bullshit mythology in there with somebody took it and said, this is good, but we want to make a franchise out of it. What do we have to do?
Very good observation, man. Yeah.
It's all those things that try to keep the party going.
And to do that feels forced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it has all these other elements, and you see by the end of it, you see enough to where they can go like, all right, Born Legacy. I mean, Accountant Legacy too.
I tell you who this movie is really made for, and this is gonna make some people mad, but I don't care. There was a mom that got mad at me because I said something about autism. You remember I told you that story?
Yeah.
There was a mom. She got mad at me because I was making a point. I'm not gonna even get into it. I'm not sorry about what I did, but I said something about autistic people that made her mad, and she got on me talking about my son. He can paint. He does stop motion. He likes to draw.
He can assassinate people.
He does what he kills. But and here's the deal. This movie is made for that mom out there, so you can feel like your autistic son is a fucking superhero.
I actually thought about that. Letter you got while watching this.
This is your son's autistic Batman right here.
And it's funny, man, because that big plot twist that is silly, and I recognize it was dumb, but I was just like, you know what? I'm along this far. I just want to go with it.
Yeah.
I just feel like going with it. But to me, there was a little like twist that came at the very end. And that was the one when I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Shit, this movie had autism. I don't care, Mom. I said it. Yeah, take your autistic Batman and shut the fuck up. And, the funny thing about it was she got mad at me because what she really got mad at me about is because I was joking again. I was doing it in context that was making a bigger point in favor of kids with autism.
True.
And I did this, I did that thing like, and she's like, and how dare you do that? That's not autistic, people. I want you to see this movie.
I know, right?
Because a minute into the movie, that's a girl. I hope you see this shit, and I hope you walk out that motherfucker. And I hope you see me laughing in your head. Fuck you.
The funny thing is, had this movie come out before, like when Ben Affleck was announced as Batman, nobody would have gave him shit about getting that role. They'd have been like, oh yeah, I can't wait.
Oh yeah. But now we not trying to make a franchise. Shit, cool. Go ahead, man. I can't wait for the auditor to come out.
Tax man.
Yeah, the tax man. I can't wait for an Avengers of numbers. Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Just all office workers, the secretary,
and make them all autistic. Asperger. I'm sorry, Asperger.
They gotta be all different ones. One's OCD, one's Asperger's, one's autistic.
Yeah.
One, two.
Agoraphobic.
The villain is just sitting up there looking at these guys and like, what the fuck? Y'all gonna fight him?
Is it bad if I fight them or if I don't fight them?
Ain't nothing in fighting them. They just stand up there.
Just call them. He call them the specials.
Yeah, yeah. Put that shit in your pipe and smoke it, Mom. Anyway. Y'all know we don't mean it, but hey, we ain't here to please everybody, so.
I want to see the hero who be ADHD. I'm here to fight. Ooh, bird. Where'd he go? I don't know.
GameFly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. GameFly's giving me an excuse to do that. And you can even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month, just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. You know, if you go to our link try lootcrate.com/double toasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Loot Crate. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty.